At Central Valley Christian Schools, we equip and inspire hearts and minds to transform the world for Christ. And for over 40 years, we've worked on making this happen every day on campus and beyond. Our high school is no exception. Just ask our staff, our students, and our parents.
I want our students to learn the language of mathematics so that they can take this tool that we're developing and use it to figure out how God made everything around us work. That way our students can see that the universe is so extraordinary. Only God could have created it.
I would say, teaching at a Christian school, the why behind why we're learning Spanish is with that understanding that through the language we'll be able to share God's love, but also just experience life with people who might be different from us, who speak a different language from us. It's always really exciting when a student gets to that point where they realize they're no longer translating, they're no longer thinking in English and then translating that, but they know how to say what they're trying to say.
I can point out that in the Bible it tells us we need to develop plans. We have to have material lists. We need to do everything we can to the best of our ability, not for us, but to glorify God. But the joy and the pride that they have after they see a completed project, that's one of the benefits I have in what I teach. There's a physical project that they can touch, feel, hold, and oh yeah, I feel good about this, or no, I could have done this better.
I love being in this room. I love teaching art. I love getting to interact with the students. My favorite thing, and I think that one of their favorite things, one of the highlights is when they do create something that is way better than they could have ever hoped for. Whether it's a watercolor or a drawing or a painting or a clay sculpture or whatever, when they just sit back and say, I had no idea that I could actually do that. It's not just about the skills that they learn or the technical skills. It's about when they create something that is much bigger than they thought that they could create, that hopefully transfers into a belief that if I could do this and I didn't think I could, what else might God do through me?
It's awesome to really get to know each student. Instead of having 60 kids in my PE class, I'll have 25 kids in my PE class, and I get to know each and every one of them.
We are yearning for our students spiritually, that they're not just memorizing the information, but that they can take it with them into the world in whatever capacity God is calling them. Because that is the gift of language and the gift of communication, so just making sure that all the other stuff is extra and it's good knowledge to have, but again, just making sure that I keep in mind I'm here to serve all the kids for whatever God has planned for them.
It lets that kid who's a Christian and thinking about going into the sciences realize that, well, I can do this. I don't have to turn my back on Christianity because I'm interested in the sciences. And yeah, I'm looking for that light bulb moment. I want them to realize that. It's like, this is a place that you can feel good about sending your kid. They're going to get a good science education, and then they're going to be equipped to go on and take that where they need to go.
So one of the goals for our coaches here at CVC is obviously to equip. They're teaching them how to try to succeed on the field, but more importantly, they're equipping them with things like perseverance and commitment, whether that be in chapel, whether that be in choir or band or art or in athletics or in FFA. We're always trying to build well-rounded students who obviously see Christ at the center of everything they do.
This is going to be a place where you're going to have the complete child educated, their mind, their body, and their spirit. Being made in the image of God, also have the ability to create objects of beauty, whether it be visual art or instrumental music or choral music. And we have a chance to experience that expression, the emotional content, and the spiritual aspect also in worship through music.
I think it's really awesome that here at CVC we're able to integrate our faith in a daily basis. As far as per unit or per lesson, we often will look at God's creation on the science standpoint. And then in floral class, we often get to look at what God has created for us that's already beautiful, and being able to use our own skills and and events that God has provided for our students to create His creation into something beautiful of their own.
God is real, and so we can actually academically study God. We can study spiritual things. If I can ask them the right questions and present the material in a way that causes them to wonder, hopefully that will create a lifelong love and pursuit of God.
Though our high school enrollment continues to grow, we've maintained our dedication to small class sizes. We have a 23-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio average.
Hi, my name is Anthony Tartaglia, and I'm a 9th grader here at CVC. I'm involved in the FFA program, and I play sports, basketball and baseball. I think CVC inspires me and equips me by providing me with knowledge for the real world, and it shows me how to be a better person.
I am McKenna Phillips. I am in 10th grade, and I love CVC because it provides a community of like-minded people who are Christians and who are striving for generally the same things that I am, and that really allows for growth and development in not only schooling, but in building relationships with the people around you. I am a part of 5 or 6 different things where I think that if I went to a school that was a lot bigger, I wouldn't have the same opportunities to be a part of everything that I possibly can.
Hi, I'm JC. I'm a junior here at CVC. I run cross country and I play basketball. I'm also involved in our FFA chapter here. I compete on the dairy products team. I am also the head of media and marketing for our ASB. One thing that sets CVC apart is the community around it. I know most schools have a community around them, but I think CVC's community is unique. People say that it takes like a village to raise a child, but I think that's true for a school as well. It's not just one person or one family behind the school. It's everybody working together in order to create a unique community where students feel accepted and loved.
Hi, I'm Jalen Renning, and I'm in the 12th grade. One of the things that I am involved in here at CVC is I play football. When my parents first kind of told me about CVC, I didn't want to go because I kind of thought everyone wasn't going to be as accepting. And then when I first touched down on campus, it was like the total opposite. Everyone was like super accepting. It's just a great environment. The teachers really care about you, and you can really grow in your faith.
Our students are fully involved in every way, including planning their path to graduation and beyond.
What I really hope they gain is just wisdom and patience and just peace in knowing that God's plan for them is unique. So when they walk out my door, they just feel better about the next steps that they're looking forward to. So I equip them with information. What I hope to do in inspiring them is helping them understand that God's plan for them is unique. It's not going to look the same as their classmates. It's not going to look the same as their siblings or cousins. And I hope to inspire them by accepting that as an opportunity and seeing it as uniquely created by God for them. Regardless of what challenges students encounter along the way through high school, and there are going to be some, that all of the teachers and all of the staff members at CVC want the best for all of our students and encourage them to be the best that they're capable of being.
We know parents want the best for their child. It's just one more thing we have in common.
And I think that sets CVC apart, that not only can we talk about God, we can learn about God, we can express ourselves and how we feel about our relationship with God, but we're very well equipped for further education. And there's just a one-on-one that I don't think you get when you experience other schools.
We just want our children to know that God is in control of every part of their life, not just Sunday, not just church, but as they grow up, that we want them to be able to understand that God is the central focus, and through Him we can glorify Him in the years ahead. When we get men and women to come alongside of our children to help them grow in their faith. Our children get to understand it from different people rather than just mom and dad and just the people at church. It's been helpful to see them grow in their faith, their memorization, their understanding of the Word, and CVC just adds to the three-part stool where we see the value of church, home, and school.
So in choosing a school, we wanted something that was going to be, number one, focus on the same things that we were focused on as a family, and that focus is centered around Christ. To just take the first step to look into it, even if you think it's something that you might not be able to afford or you might not fit in because your families don't know any other families that go here, that's okay, because once you do find yourself here, you will very quickly become part of the family.
The school you choose matters, and at CVC, you matter too.